Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So we zoom out a little bit and we can see that Ethereum has really not done anything too exciting since August. Ethereum, especially most recently, has been moving just sideways in a sideways range. So just been meandering in this sideways pattern. And because of that, we don't have any confirmation of a substantial low to be in place. So what I cannot confirm that we have bottomed in a larger degree wave, well, not we, but Ethereum. So I cannot confirm that Ethereum has bottomed on the 5th of August because of the largely corrective structures to the upside and because of the lack of impulsive price action, and also there hasn't been any sustained breakout to the upside of the local range. So as we are meandering in this sideways range, really, different micro pathways are possible. I'm exploring two at the moment. The first one is the bullish count. This definitely needs to prove itself. So in the bullish count, we have a wave 1 to the upside into the mid-August high, or wave 2 to the downside. The third wave is unfolding now and should ideally, push quite a bit higher. Well, I would say at least to round about 3,100, but better 3,200. Now you can see if we say, okay, we already saw a wave A, a wave B, then this C wave would have to extend quite a bit more to fulfill those typical targets for a third wave. Then we need to see another 4-5 pattern. So really, compared to Bitcoin, weak, because Bitcoin already has a possible 5-wave move in place. Here we are far away from it. We need at least one more high to complete the third wave, and then another 4-5 pattern. So we pretty much need 2 more highs to complete a proper 5-wave move up. Now, that's where the overall bigger picture, overall context comes into play. You might remember that I said that really we don't need a 5-wave move. Now, that might be confusing, but it is best to be understood in a way. If you imagine that if it's a 5-wave move that forms, we have a clear setup and a clear confirmation, because a 5-wave move up, let's imagine it happens, we would call that possibly a wave 1, and then the wave 2 will be the next setup. But we don't need a 5-wave move up, and it could just chop its way higher to new all-time highs and corrective patterns, because that's where the bigger picture overall context comes into play. Since 2022, Ethereum has been moving in mainly corrective patterns. So it's a diagonal pattern from the bear market low, and that means the move up, which is a 5th wave after a 4th wave bottomed here, possibly in August, well, it could simply be an ABC structure, yeah? So that's why, and A waves can be 3-wave moves themselves. That's why I'm watching for 5 waves, but we don't necessarily need a 5-wave move. So if in the entire move to the upside to all-time highs only 3-wave patterns emerge, well, it is just the context. But overall, Ethereum hasn't even, there is just, it's just a sideways range. So ideally, I talked about the white count. The yellow count allows for another dip towards like 1800, where we have, support around 1790. That's the larger degree Fibonacci support, where we also have $2,100. The price reacted in August, and then 1,790. This could be for one more low in case wave 4 is still unfolding, because as I said, we cannot really confirm yet that we've bottomed there, or Ethereum. So essentially here then we could be tracking a B wave. I label that as WXY structure. Now the Y wave could still be unfolding A, B, C, and even the C wave should get one more high, because the C wave is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. However, Ethereum overall, it's important to consider the overall look of the chart, and it is quite weak, and it has been throughout the entire cycle, weaker than Bitcoin, right? So I would not be surprised if Ethereum breaks below support early, and earlier than expected, a B wave top forms. So if we then, in the coming weeks or so, break below those previous swing lows, 2,310, 2,250, 2,160, well, that would indicate that the yellow B wave is topped. So at the moment, I think it's worth watching for one more high in both the white and yellow scenarios 2,541 and 2,657 is micro support. Any break below 2,551, especially if a sustained break, would increase probabilities that the yellow B wave has topped. But because of the sideways range, there's always a there are multiple possibilities here how the price could really be unfolding on the micro level. That's the update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.